Hello, hello, everybody. Good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining me today. We got Demager, who's been waiting for like about 3 or 4 hours to... I think you showed up as soon as I invented the stream. That is absolutely hilarious. Good to have you here, Demager. Gothic Viper, of course. Thank you for being here too, dear. And Warfrat, hiya. Good to see you. Piggy, good to have you. Thank you very much. Good evening to you as well. I've been waiting all week. Well, yeah, I kind of have been too, honestly, because I've had, so much going on, to say the least. Oh my gosh. Hello, Stealth. Good to have you. Thank you very much for being here. One Thumb, of course. Good to have you as well. It's nice to have you here, friends. Appreciate you. I know Jason's streaming right now. He's probably dying in Dune, as the case may be, but that's all good. Joy Roth, good to have you. Thank you very much. I'm always a little early. I try to be a little early, or at the very least, on time. I never try to be late, unless something holds me up from doing so. But here we are. We're doing a little No Man's Sky today, as you can see by the shirt here. I'm going to go ahead and get started. Let's go ahead and switch over to the main screen, and we'll talk for a couple moments here while we get things situated. So, where is it? Why isn't it showing? Hold on a second here. That's not it. Ah, that's because it's on the wrong one. How about... Hold on. There we go. Hello there, No Man's Sky. Good to have you. Thank you very much for joining. You basically, in OBS, you have to tell it what game you're streaming. So you tell it to do a game capture, and you get to tell it which game that you're playing. So it was still stuck on, for some reason, Dune, I guess, because I was recording that. That was a test, by the way. I wanted to see what would happen if I did a video for Dune and released that on Monday. And, whew, man, did that flop. Nobody watched it. It was like, okay, so Dune is kind of on the side. And I actually was chatting with Jason earlier in Discord, and it was like, hey man, I hope your stream goes pretty well, because you're doing Dune, and I haven't seen a lot of good information about how Dune is doing lately. So it's kind of a little iffy. But Jason's got an amazing following over there. So obviously he still had a couple hundred people watching by the time I left work for the day, and had to end my viewing. So. Yeah, I'll watch it anyway, Demager. That's usually what I'll do with folks. But I like playing it. I actually enjoy it. It's not something I think I will stream again anytime soon. I think it's just been a great game to just enjoy. I like a lot of the grinding, believe it or not. I know that sounds weird. I don't usually like to grind to have to get a bunch of stuff. But the grinding isn't so unattainable. Okay, I need this particular item. I can go to this area and I can grind for it for half hour, and I'll get everything I ever need for the rest of the week. So yeah, that's great. I go over here and I grind for a little bit for that. I go over here and grind for a little bit for that. So in like a 2 or 3 hour session, I've got so many things that I've acquired. It's been really, really cool. So I'm kind of glad about that. That works out. But yeah, it's one of those things. Poor Wiggle, good to have you. Thank you very much for joining us. Hi to you as well. So yeah, I'm enjoying and it's the combat. That's the thing, is that when I'm grinding for certain things, I know to go to a certain area, and I know there's going to be some combat going on. It's a little frustrating at times, but even if I die, it really doesn't make a difference. It's not like I lose experience or anything like that. I get a little damage to my equipment, things like that. I just go back and pick up my stuff and continue where I left off. That part I do like. I think that's good. But I'll say it before, I'll say it again, just to touch real quick on Dune, and then we're leaving the subject alone. The taxes and the having to keep your base fueled for 20 days is, to me, in my mind, ridiculous. They should be able to give you a fuel that you can keep your base running for 6 months. So just in case something happens and you can't go back for a few months, you can go back later on and everything's still there. The taxes, come on. Allow us to pay the taxes in advance or something along those lines. But anyway, that's just me. That's just me. Grinding in some games isn't bad. Bad is grinding. Bad grinding in GTA. Yeah, I heard that that's an issue over there as well. So, hey, Starduster, good to have you, by the way. And that's Bob Stupax. Good to have you here, Bob. Thank you very much for joining us. Appreciate you. And Carbon Base, good to have you. We're having a pretty good hump day, I'd say. Tomorrow is Friday Eve, as we like to call it. If we just get rid of the name Thursday altogether, it would be much, much better, I think, personally. So, that's on my case. My thoughts, anyway. Sorry, pretty thirsty today, so... Drinking a lot of water for some reason. Who knows? Probably telling me something. So let's get back to No Man's Sky. So this is what we're doing today. Now, there's a couple things that some folks have said, and this is a very interesting, hey, no problem, Bob. No, anytime, my friend. Gothic, good to have you. Do I need to be a poet again today? No, you stop being a poet, dear. You're very good, though. I appreciate you. Someone mentioned in one of the comments something about doing this particular play style, doing this abandoned, no speed, no starter ship challenge and everything like that. They're like, what if, this is a big what if, what if you got in the ship, you went straight to your starter ship, you got in it, okay, let's say we just switched to creative mode, we didn't do the lock it out, we just went straight to creative mode, we got in our ship, hyperspaced to a particular different region altogether. We just go to another system that has, say, 4 planets in it. And then once we arrive there, we pull it up on the board, we look at each of the planets, and it's like, okay, we're going to scan them real quick. These are the 4 planets we have. You, the viewer, gets to decide which planet do we go to. And then we go to that planet, ditch the ship, turn off the HUD, set all the settings to maximum. We're on our own. I thought, that's a pretty cool idea. It gives us the opportunity to go to any planet we want and do it. That would be pretty neat. So, thought process, think about it, we'll talk about it. So, what else we got here? That's Streamlabs talking. So, it is a cool idea, One Thumb, but I forget who suggested it. Was it Ray Austin? I think Ray Austin suggested it, if I'm not mistaken, in the chat. Or maybe... No, wait a second. Was that you, Poor Wiggle? I don't know if it was you or not. You might have been the one that actually suggested that, Pork. I don't know. I think you had some suggestions too, but there was some suggestions about not using a terrain manipulator through the whole thing. Yes, you said yes. I thought it was you. Okay, I thought it was Ray. Ray Austin does a huge amount of different types of runs that he likes to adjust and try out, and he sends me an email that's like 18 paragraphs long of here's all the rules. It's like, whoa, okay, slow down. If you look at our description down below, short rule set. I like that better. Okay, let's make it easy. But hey, ooh, black hole warp and abandon the ship. Huh. Now that's pretty cool, Gothic. I like that idea. We got to come up with some ideas. I mean, it's something that we're going to have to organize probably between expeditions, I'm guessing, as we'll probably do this in the next one. I really thought there was going to be a drop this weekend. I really thought we would see an emoji drop right after everybody got their plushies, arranged. 9th anniversary, big, hey, here's an emoji. We're going to get into the expedition on Wednesday. Didn't happen. So I started looking closer at the sales. No sales. So me and Jason talked about it a little bit. We're both like, I don't know what's going on. This is really weird. They're really kind of secretive. It's got to happen next week. The latest that it should be happening would be next week. So my guess is they're giving it a week or something like that, or rumor has it, big update. This could be a gib, as they call it. So this means a really big update. Expedition, obviously, it always comes with it at that point in time, and we're going to get Twitch drops at the same time. I think we're looking at that. So we'll see what happens. You're saying the 20th. I mean, that is next week, right? So what's today? 13th, 7 days from now, the 20th. All right. And you're going to lurk away. Well, you go ahead and lurk. That's no problem. I appreciate you being here, Gothic, and thanks for watching, and keep an eye open on things. Jump in anytime you want and make some chats and stuff like that. Ray Austin 24/7 posted on your last community post for that Mind Warped 2.0 challenge. Yes, which is to not use a terrain manipulator. That's interesting. Not using a terrain manipulator. No HUD, no terrain manipulator. We can't dig. I mean, that's going to be tough. We can try that. I don't know if I want to do it with no HUD, though. That's a problem. I'd like to do it with the HUD to start with, just to give it a try. So there's an idea. That's interesting, too. Got a bunch of you here. Thank you very much for being here, guys. Hit that like button before you disappear on me. And even if you guys can't comment, here's something too. I don't know if a lot of you know this. I like to watch, like for instance, Katrian. A lot of you know Katrian, or Coffee with Katrian. Katrian is, we call her Kat. She does shows on like Friday morning, Saturday morning, Sunday morning, and that's why she calls it Coffee. And she's a fantastic builder. But I'll come in the living room, I'll grab my coffee, which is very ironic, of course, and I'll sit on the couch and I'll actually just put it up on my TV, and I'll just go to YouTube and I'll watch it on there. Not a lot of people know this, but if you're watching this on another device other than a computer or your phone or something like that, you can just usually go into the menu on your control for your TV, hit the up arrow, and you'll see the like, dislike, and comments, chat, things like that. feel free to hit that like button on there too. That really does help the channel. Just hitting like just gets more vision to other people who are looking for stuff like this. So really appreciate you guys. Let's see. No many things we she said. Oh, Gothic, I swear to all that's hint Gex do riddles. Yeah, I know they do. But you know what, Gothic, you scare me sometimes because I really think you actually work for the company in some way, which is really weird. I know you probably don't, but you either know somebody that does or something along those lines. You freak me out once in a while. I mean, I've actually talked to Delta about you once in a while just to say, what is up with this person? Do they know something we don't? I don't know. Carbon Base says, or you could try using starter ship, then go to the trading post, and trade for a ship of the same value, then get upgrades to eventually get a Sentinel ship and head to the center with it. You could do that. You could do some things like that, and that's another way to go about doing it. I mean, there's a lot of different ways we can go about doing some things, so let me just get rid of some of these things that are showing up on my screen real quick. I use my phone for keeping an eye on my stream just to make sure everything looks okay. OBS is great, and it does one thing, but I've got to look all the way over here to see what's happening. And that takes me away from the game, where I can just glance down with some eyeballs and look down real quick. Otherwise, I'd have to have widescreen glasses or something. I don't know. I'd have to get those. Maybe that would work. I don't know. That would be kind of weird. So that's interesting, Carbon Base. I don't know if we can do that today. I want to try something a little different today. I do want to do the North Starter Ship Challenge. I want to do this as fast as we can. Do we get to choose how many hops you can do to select the system you're going to land in, like you create a vote with 3-2? Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. What I was going to do is actually, rather than do it that way, the black hole idea is pretty cool. But, and this, again, we're going to plan this for another time. I don't think we're going to do this tonight. But what we would do is literally go to hyperspace menu and you're going to look at the different systems. I would want to choose a system that has 4 planets. We're not going to know the economy. We're not going to know the conflict levels. Could be a pirate system. Could be anything. And we could land on a planet that, God forbid, has water, and we could actually use that to our advantage. I don't know. But no pants starter challenge? One thumb, this is not Jason's stream, okay? And that's Jason that we're talking about there. He plays without pants on. At least that's what we all figure he is. And then there's Survival Bob. I don't want to get into what that boy wears when he's playing. So we'll go there another time. Seriously, by the way, thanks for joining us. Appreciate you, man. Didn't say hi before. Good to have you here. That's what distracted drivers say too. That's good. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, no pants starter challenge. I don't know if you... No, you can't do that to your character. Nice try. Not going to happen. Okay. All right, I need a little bit of airflow over here. Because I have a green screen behind me, it actually blocks... the airflow coming down the hallway at me and stuff like that. So I have a small fan over here that I have turned on that keeps me cool. And I am wearing pants, just to be clear. All right, moving on. Let's go ahead and get this started. I'm going to go ahead and do this as a standard challenge this time, but I do want to at least put that out there. So maybe what we're going to do is later this week, possibly tomorrow or Friday, depends on how busy I am at work, because I can do some posts from work when I'm not as busy. I'm gonna go ahead and post a idea to the gang, to everybody, to anybody who wants to vote on it, and say, okay, here's the ideas we have. What do you think? How should we go about doing this? In preparation that we're going to have an expedition probably next week. So we're going to have to back burner it, but at least to give us a rough idea, I'll put it down in the old notebook and we'll work with it. I've got some ideas I would like to do as well for No Man's Sky, and I think we're going to have some fun with it. So, anomaly torso and head with autophage legs might look like no pants. Yes, I understand that seriously, but that means that I have to get all the recipes, I'd have to go to the anomaly, and I'd have to change the appearance of the character, or I'd have to mod the crap out of this in order to be able to do that. No mods. No mods. Can't do that. But it is a great idea. I do like it. It'll give us the no pants no starter ship challenge or something like that. You guys are crazy. All right, let's get in here. So like I said, I really think, and 2:12 was my record time last time when we played this challenge. So what I'm gonna do, all right, let's get in here. No, new expedition coming soon. It's been saying that for a while. Custom. All right, so we're gonna do, we have to do abandon mode. So the way this run works is we can't do permadeath. We have to go full out survival because we can't do save deleted. We're going to do an abandoned universe this time. Expensive, harsh, recipes, blueprints. We're going to unlock those. So we're going to do this like the rules down below say. This is how we're going to do it. Challenging. We're going to lock them out when we get there. Star Tester. They have emojis for everything. It's amazing. They've been around forever, so obviously we got to have emojis for stuff. Let me see. HUD or no HUD? No HUD would be very, very difficult in this particular run. But if we want to get a run in against all the other runs, I think some people out there have some under-hour runs. I got to double-check that. And I know, Demager, if you're still here, you could probably back me up on that one. So we'll see what happens here. And which AI you will get, etc. That's interesting. Keep the ideas going, guys. I've got another subject I want to talk about in a little bit, and that's going to be funny as crap, but we'll talk about that later. My kids had me cracking up laughing the other day when we were in the car just talking about a different subject, and I'll get to that. So when things quiet down a little bit, we're running along and we need a little subject, I'll kick this in. No Man's Sky, the space goat. Indeed. All right, let's confirm and start. We need a timer, don't we? Let me get my timer out. Hang on a second. Hopefully I don't crash the game when I do this. Nope, there's a timer. Oh, hi there, timer. Okay. All right, we got the timer going. All right, let's go ahead and confirm and start. All right, we're good. We're good. No problems. I better cross out those coordinates I had written down from last time, just in case we need to write coordinates down again this time. So we're going to do a standard speed run, abandoned, no starter ship challenge. We got to find the first ship, and the best part that we need to do here, get that timer going, is we need any caves? Any caves? Any caves? Not really. That might be a cave. I just can't tell. There's too much smoke. All right, let's get some stuff because we're going to need to repair things. I think. Do we have to repair anything on our multi-tool? Yes, we do. I was right. All right. Now I've been playing like Dune every single day, so I have everything on my computer is like adjusted for Dune and the speed at which I need to move my mouse around and stuff. So every now and then you may see me whip around when I'm not trying to, by accident. All right, that looks like carbon right in front of it too. So let me get the rest of this ferrite dust. Nice. Only give me 9. That sucks. What about you? What are you going to give me? That's not... Oh yeah, it is. I was about to say. Trying to get this tree off of here, but... Okay, oh, the tree's nicer. Alright, that's good. Well, I'm getting something here. Salt? Ugh, what in the world? I don't need salt. Alright, what do we got? We got enough to get some things done anyway. Let's see. I'm going to make a carbon nanotube. And repair these guys. I need 75. I'm short. Second. I forgot I had that. That's salt. That's carbon. Isn't that cute? I'd like to give people salt at the Nexus. That was you?
Radiation protection falling.
Ooh, radiation, yes. That should give me enough, right? Oh, come on. What? It only gave me 2? Alright. Oh, because it gave me a geode. I should have known. Now we got enough. Duh. Alright. Alright, we're on our way. So there's our ship. Where are we on the planet? I always like to make sure that I'm not... Yeah, see, if I went north, that would have been a problem. Well, alright, we're going to head south. Past my ship, and we're going to head on out. Alright. And we'll pick up some stuff on the way. As we get more and more things, I'm going to find a cave, and I am going to create a Minotaur, and whatever else I can get my hands on. Let's take a look around real quick, make sure we're not passing something by. Ancient data structures. Plants. Okay, that's it. Alright. Okay, back to the south, this way. Okay. Yeah, it was 2 salt probably you? Yeah, jerk. I like to go in there too sometimes, like if I have some like stasis units or something like that, some high value units, and I see someone pop in with a, the starter ship or something like that, I'll go ahead and, here's a gift. Alright, I already got to get this thing charged up.
Technology recharged.
Alright. One more quick peek before I move on.
Radiation protection falling.
Cargo drop. Got a lot of buried technology, not that we can use it right now. Let's just find ourselves a cave if we can. Although sodium for now in the dark is very handy. Hey, look at that. It's an animal. Interesting. Rock. Yes. Okay, we've got a plant up here. Which one do we got? There's hazardous flora right there, but I'm guessing...
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge.
Okay, that's what we got. We've got the whippers around here. Okay, good. Let me look for anything that looks like it might be underground. Damaged machinery. Let's head over there, but I don't see anything underground over here.
Radiation protection falling.
Need as much sodium as I can get, or a cave.
Technology recharged.
Oh, that was a cave, I think. Good.
Radiation protection
Haha.
falling.
Stabilizing. Okay, we're good. We will get some cobalt, we'll get a few batteries, and we'll move on. And let's see if we could find, while we're in here, anything other than cobalt. And then we can start creating, hopefully, some other stuff to help us along. Because we'll just need at least some batteries or some sodium. Keep going. Yeah, I know, the voice is kind of weird. I just decided to choose it to keep me alert. It's a little different from the female voice that's on there. Alright. Does this place have any carbon in it? We're going to check that out in a minute. Let's get 2 of these more. Okay. As long as we have like about 100 of it, we should be alright. Wow. Got a lot more than I thought. Okay. Alright. What do we got down here? I don't see anything that looks like carbonish stuff. We got lots of plants down here I'm going to have to be careful of, like him. But I got him out of here. Let's grab the rest of the sodium and go. That's true. I can refine it. I'd have to get some more ferrite dust in order to make a metal plate, I think. No, I should have enough to make one. But, you know, I really would rather make a refiner. We need oxygen and chromatic metal. Let me at least put a placeholder in here so it's at least there. We'll go from there. Yes, I know. I'm going to make that later. All right. Batteries? Can we make enough for batteries? Yeah, let's make some batteries. That's my primary goal here. All right. Let's do questionably sweet cakes for the game's birthday anyway here. Oh, that's actually a pretty cool idea. I never thought about that. Get away from my backpack to charge up enough so I can get out of my hole that I'm in.
Radiation protection falling.
Broken machinery. I'm also going to get some dihydrogen because I know I'm going to need it. How we doing? There we go. Good, good, good. Alright, I probably picked up salt again, I'm sure, at some point in time. There's that little plume of smoke over there. Let's go ahead and grab it. Oop. It's that getting out of the holes thing here. There we go. Starship launch fuel. I should be able to pick this one up without digging. So I haven't used my terrain manipulator yet. All right, any buildings that we're coming across here? No buildings yet. All right, let's just keep going then. South we go.
Radiation protection falling.
And we're going to have to get some oxygen on the way at some point or another, or we collect more of this and start making some life support gels. Plants, too. Same as making cake, so I just thought, well, you know, that's not a bad idea, man. It was a good idea. You know, full kudos to you. There we go. All right. Hey, look, I found
Protection stabilized.
a cave. I swear, officer, I wasn't even looking for this place. Just holding it for somebody. I'm going to have to use the terrain manipulator to get out of here. There we go. Much better. While we're here, though. Alright, so we got plenty of dihydrogen. We could use some more sodium. Definitely need more oxygen. I don't know. I'll keep that for now, but I don't think I'm going to need it.
Technology recharged.
We're going to have to stay on a more level plane. I'm not going to walk up this slope.
Radiation protection falling.
Just loves to remind you. That is one sweet thing about doing a no-HUD challenge. Yes, resources, I know. Like this resource right here, I'm going to grab for now. Korvax casing. Why, thank you so much. I need ferrite dust from the big ones. Now I can refine some, but I'm also going to need some copper. Let me think here. See, there's uranium on this planet if we ever get a shield. Okay, that's fine. It's just done anyway. Blue, you. Silver. This place has silver, so that's actually really good. I can make a pilgrim from one of those. So that'll be very handy. Alright, we need those. Speaking of which, can I make a life support gel yet? Let's make a dihydrogen jelly.
Radiation protection falling.
There it is.
Technology recharged.
Alright, good. So I don't have to worry about that for now. Alright, what else we got? Ooh, we got a building. We'll be heading that way. If it's a building we can go in and out of, that'll be great. Even if it's just a shelter or something, that'll be handy. We can utilize that. There's that music, and I see copper right over there. Let's use a battery.
Radiation protection falling. Recharged.
See, that would be a problem. I was just thinking about that.
Radiation protection falling.
Okay. We're going to try to dig into this area here and see if we can't protect ourselves a little better. I'm going to start doing that a little more often on these runs. Because I do need the copper. Just don't need the radiation. There we go. That's better. And then we'll go after that building here in a moment. These slopes stink because you're at the whim of the terrain, and it's going to keep making you stumble. Hey, Gary. Gary, you know, normally, it's good to have you here, by the way. It's normally I try to stream on Wednesdays right now. Since there's no expedition yet, I am likely going to be doing... I shouldn't have done that. Likely going to be doing streams on Wednesday, but once we have the expedition, I will probably do streams on Saturdays on occasion. So this coming Saturday, probably not. I'm going to be most likely making some videos. All right, you've got to figure something out here. There. There we go. Okay, now we're back. So, you know, and then once the expedition comes out, we'll go ahead and do it that way. Like for the drops, I'm going to most likely even stream next Friday. Like if it comes out on Wednesday, great, but the drops don't start until Thursday. I will stream on Friday night, and then again Saturday late afternoon, mid-afternoon for me over here in the Eastern time zone. All right, we're going to get the arrow any second here, now that I've cleared all this out. There it is. All right, how much copper we got? That's pretty good. We can clear out the rest of this real quick. We're probably almost out. 10%, that's not bad. All right, that's good. A little bit of silicate powder.
Technology recharged.
Let me...
Technology recharged.
That's good. All right, where's that building at? Over this way. Watch it be a ship or something like that, and I didn't have to do any of this. Ah, gra. That's actually good. Is this gra? Is that what it's called? Graberry. That's right. No, no, no. I'm not doing that again, poor Wiggle. None of this finding my same ship twice.
Radiation protection falling.
Let's get up in the air a little bit. Okay, it's just a campsite, unfortunately. Okay. Okay, so we only got a campsite here, nothing special. Let's pick up some goods and we'll continue on. We'll take a look around first, of course. Let me take one more gathering of that, just in case we want to make some later. So we are going to have to make a refiner at some point. Now that's good. Let's get rid of it.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharged.
All right, you guys have got to go. What are you again? Life support. There we go. We'll keep the. We'll keep that. Just.
Radiation protection falling.
I don't need the ammunition. Doubt I'm going to be pissing off any sentinels anytime soon. But who knows? I like to piss off sentinels. Okay. I don't need to grab too much in the way of money because. You know, what money we end up getting is just going to be spent on minor items. So, alright. Mining beam. Back to viewing. Alright, let's start over here. I don't see anything. Nothing up there. Okay, we normally... That's north. Going back the way we came, so to speak. So I'm going to start heading back south again. Is that a buried cache? Let's head over there. We'll hit that. That looks like it's just... Oh, it is. I'll grab that too. Favorite type of berry? Grabberries? Yes. A lot of rain the last few days. 12 inches? Holy crap. 12 inches of rain. Yikes. Sure you don't live in Florida? I'm aiming for the shade because I'm playing Dune so much. It just becomes a habit to look for shade.
Radiation protection falling.
Like it's going to help me in some way. Alright. Alright, we need to find a cave next to a hyperdrive module. I am so happy for that. We'll really need that. Alright, kind of heading south. Let's take another look through the old viewer here and see if there's anything to see. Nothing at the moment. Okay, let's head on. Uranium.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharged.
Oh, busy Wednesday about today. How are things progressing? We just started, Tranquilla. Good to have you here, by the way, dear. Saw you over on Jason's stream a little bit there too. Yeah, it's going pretty good. We're, you know, just slogging along here on a no starter ship challenge, speed running it, or trying to. I need to get, where am I at? 18-20 minutes now. I probably need to start really getting moving on finding a ship. So I'm gonna find, I'd love to find one more building if I could before I start kind of giving up. This terrain is kind of tough because it is kind of mountainous. It's not terribly mountainous, not like severe mountains or something like that we've seen in some, but this is one of those newer terrains where they try to make it as lifelike as possible, which I think they do a little too good at. Okay, hang on. There we go. I think there's a blue flower. I'm gonna let my jetpack charge for just a second.
Radiation protection falling.
There we go. Let's get moving here. Get over the top of the ridge. There, that worked out nicely. Alright, what do we got? I was hoping to find something. We got at least got a cave over here. That's something. Well, let's go with the cave instead. And then we'll go from there. I need to find some silver too, so we make a pilgrim. That'll be good. Ah, that looks like an opening.
Radiation protection.
Wow.
Stabilizing.
Yeah, if you say so. This is an awful cave. There. Let's make a little room in here. That looks a little better. Alright, so I should have enough ferrite for at least one metal plate. Let's get that going real quick here. And I have just enough oxygen for it. Okay, let's get this moving along. So I do need ferrite dust, but I definitely need to get some copper going and some chromatic metal, so we'll do that first. I know I need a ship, Scott. It's good to have you here. Thank you very much for being here as well. Who else did I miss? Anybody else? Dragon Man, good to have you. I've been in caves like that. Rather annoying. Yeah, I don't like these caves. Yeah, they kind of annoy me too. It is what it is. And you said hi earlier. I missed you. Announced expedition drops are just speculating. I'm speculating, Warfrat, just to give you an idea on that one. That's more speculation. It's got to happen soon. We'll know this weekend. The sales, if they do start, will probably start on Monday on all the games. So you want to watch Steam, you want to watch Sony, you know, as far as PlayStation, you want to watch Xbox. You want to see what the prices go for and see if they suddenly drop to like $25. As soon as you see that happen, then you know it's a sure sign that, A, it's going to happen now. The second clue, obviously the emoji drop from Sean, probably going to be on like Saturday, somewhere in there, Saturday, Sunday, so we can get the hype going on. So we'll see how that goes. You not get used to the male voice. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Male voice throws you off too. As annoying as the original voice is, I've gotten used to it. Indeed. Indeed. Okay, so this chromatic metal is done. Back. Get back there. Well. There we go. What's in my inventory I can get rid of? That. Open that up. What do we get? Oh, we gave us another dihydrogen jelly, I think. We're going to make those into something. No, it gave us more copper is what it did. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, we got sodium, we got ferrite. I got this upgrade that I don't know if I'm going to keep or not, but I'll get rid of it. Probably one of the first things I'll get rid of. And there's our chromatic metal. So, I need to get a lot of ferrite, so we're going to probably work on that here in just a minute. So yeah, I mean, like I said, there's been a lot of speculation on a lot of different things here. That's nice. And we think it's going to be a big update. I don't think it's going to be like a Worlds 3 or something like that. They're probably done with the Worlds idea. I think when they did Worlds 1 and everybody knew that it was a second part to it, that came out, and they never made any hint that there'd be a 3. So, there's that. Let's get the rest of this copper knocked out, and then we'll work on the ferrite. Can't pinpoint I need it. From some movie or TV show. Oh, the voice itself, the male voice? Yeah, you know what? Now that I think about it, I never thought about that. You're right, it sounds familiar. That's frightening. That's a scary thought. Wow. Now you're going to get me thinking about it. Wow. All right, we'll think about that later. Do we have any more I can put in there? Let's drop some more in there, because I want to get this going. We're going to spend a few minutes here. I need to look for, while this is working, I'm going to take a look around real quick. Do we have any silver nearby? Yeah, 760. Okay, that's back the way we came. All right, got it. Silver at 891. Let's look more towards the direction we're going. 529's better. All right. Uranium. 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 Back to uranium. Okay, so this one's probably going to be our best option. Where is it here? Silver right there. So we're going to head towards that silver deposit. If I can get a pilgrim, that'd be great. I do need gold. I need gold! Let's get the rest of the copper knocked out just because it's only 8. Alright, there we go. Let's drop some metal in. Get that started. And I don't know if this place has any stalactites or stalagmites. Might have some down there. Let me check. Let's go for a slide. There's a few, but they're all cobalt, I think. Yeah, they are. Every now and then you get lucky and you find a gold one. I haven't seen any 3-star items out there. We've seen the 1-stars, but that's it. So, yeah. No. Let's go this way. Yeah, I don't see anything. Not very many stalactites in this one. Here's a grouping, but... Wow, this is a crazy looking cave, huh? I don't want to get lost. Oh, wait a minute. Gold! We'll grab that. Some strange night. That's alright. You put it in the Discord chat as soon as you find out. Starduster. That's what we have to do here. Like a voice in crisis. Kit. No, Kit. Yeah, maybe. Possibly from Cyclops and Subnautica. Maybe. I played a little Subnautica as well. From Invader Zim. Interesting. I'm on vacation next week, so I'm pretty confident it will be the week after. No, Scott, don't say that. We've been waiting too long for this crap. It's got to come sooner than that. I refuse to believe. I reject your reality and substitute it with my own. Let me see. Adam Savage. Didn't want to go all this way into the cave, but, you know, it is what it is. Alright. I'm going to head back. We're going to hope that we have a planet that happens to have the metal fingers on it. That would be much better. But let's go ahead and head back at this point. Alright. Yeah, great. Oh, crud. Yeah. Go. Let's go this way. I think it's up here. Hopefully I didn't get lost. I think I got lost. Hold on. Let's see if my my unit shows up here. That would suck, of course. I really didn't think I could get lost in this place. There you are. Okay, so we are going the right way. Ugh, yeah, we were going the right way the whole time. Ugh. Problem is that as we hit our jetpack, it's dropping even though we're on a vertical surface. There we go. We're back. Okay. Okay. And let's get the rest of it. All right. So life support power low.
Technology recharged.
Why, thank you. It's a funny grumbling undertone. Well, I'm sorry, but it's my voice. I can't really change it. So you have to just live with it, dear. I forgot about the Tron. About Tron. Yeah, Tron could be it. Ooh, now you're thinking. Yeah, it could be a Transformer. It's definitely not Prime. Optimus, that is. Speaking of which, by the way, what you need. Okay, so I need some oxygen to finish this guy out. Okay, so let's go gather some oxygen as we can when we get out of here. We got a little bit of gold. That's good. And we'll pick this up and go. I don't think there's anything else we're refining, if I'm not mistaken.
Technology recharged.
This should be enough money to get us going for a little bit here. I'm going to keep that at 10 and try to keep as much ferrite dust in my inventory as I can. Ah, crap. I think it ran out of fuel. Yes, it did. I only got 15 carbon left. That's okay. Should be enough to finish it out, and I'll pick up some more carbon when we leave. So where is our silver that we were heading towards? That way, right? So I'll just make a little bit of an exit, and we'll go out the other way. Soundwave, maybe? Alright. Good to go. While we're here, and while we're still protected. So we got plenty of ferrite now, so we're in good shape there. We'll pick up more of this carbon while we go. And the thing is, these plants go pretty quick. They don't give us a ton of carbon, as you can see, 10, 12 carbon. But
Radiation protection falling.
it can add up pretty quickly as we're running, so. Oh, there is one right there. Look at that. Good to see him sitting in there. That was crazy. We're going to need some condensed carbon, so I'm going to grab it when I can. There we go. There's our silver. It's a jetpack. There we go. So if you pull back real quick when you undo the jetpack, you'll land safely, usually. It doesn't usually kill you at that point. There we go. What did I get hit by? Ah, that whippersnapper. Just in time to need to recharge my technology. What am I doing? Stop that. I don't need any salt. Good grief. Alright, silver we need. That's life support for me right there. Wow, look at that. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Well, there's some of my ferrite dust I just got. Let's get all this first before we start digging, because it'll cause problems. Okay, suit lady. Yeah, I know. KJ does that all the time. I keep saying that they need to come out with the ability to put different voices in, and I don't mean just give us one choice. Give us a bunch of different voices. You know?
Radiation protection falling.
What can I think of? I'd like to have Angelina Jolie. Yeah. Give me Angelina Jolie faking a British accent. I'll be happy with that. That'll suit me just fine. Thank you. I'm good. She can tell me my hazard protection is falling all day. Alright, a Vy'keen dagger. Now, see, that could come in handy depending upon what kind of system this is. And it's a Gex system. Okay, so we don't have to worry about it. We don't have to worry about it then. Alright. If it was a Vy'keen system, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's great. I got a dagger. That means I can find a portal. Alright. Let's take a look around, see if we can find a building now. Actually, if I could find a safe spot, I think that would be good, because I want to make the Pilgrim to start with, and finding more caves that we can get more oxygen from, pardon me, gold from would be better, because I don't think we're going to find any.
Radiation protection falling.
Hey, an oxygen plant for once. Jar Jar Binks and yeah. Jar Jar Binks. Great. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, that would be just wonderful. That one should be close to the surface. Yes, it is. And I got a sodium patch up ahead. That would be handy. Grab that. There. Okay, that's better. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Ah, we have a sentinel. If I could find an oxygen patch like this.
Falling. Technology recharged.
I'm going to grab it all.
No free slots. Radiation protection.
My inventory's full? Yeah, I guess so. Get rid of you, get rid of you. We don't need that. Believe it or not, we're not going to need this. Oh, that's good. Oh, we had one extra. Crap. Okay. All right. Oh, there's the salt that's taking up inventory space. Love that. All right. Okay. That should be the entire patch. And we're good. Alright, let's see what we got here. We do have a cave right here. Let me just jump in here. This looks like a pretty... It's not even a cave. It's weird. Alright. Just dig a hole real quick. Into the cave. Ah, see, this works out nicely.
Stabilizing.
Alright, this is good. We're in a good spot. Let me just dig a little bit of a bigger opening to get out. Alright, that's good. So if I do make a Minotaur, I'm in good shape. So, what can we make? There's my Pilgrim right there. So I got the silver to do it. I need more dihydrogen jellies, and I need 5 metal plates. So I'll need a lot more ferrite dust at some point. And if we want to make the platinum, if we want to make the mech, we're going to need some gold. But yeah, I can't even do... Yeah, you said big doo-doo now. That would not be right. Voices with attitudes would be great. Now, we wouldn't be able to stream this very well on a family-friendly channel, but how about Samuel L. Jackson? Think about that voice in your ear. We'd just be beeping it the whole time. Fran Drescher? Gilbert Godfrey? Yikes. Alright, let's see what we got here. I'm hoping for some gold. But if not, let me see, can I make the metal plates? Do I have enough to make them? I think I do. Nope. Short one. Because I had to use 50 to repair my backpack. Jetpack, whatever. Well, it's oxygen. I'll go ahead and take it. Urkel? Oh, yes, yes, yes. Inconceivable. That would be, oh, what's his name? I know his name. I know the actor's name. I have him pictured in my head. You know. Yeah, I got someone yelling Princess Bride behind me. I'm like, yeah, we know that. That's not it. Like, no. Oh, I got ferret dust over there? Okay, I'll take that. I need some. Wallace Shawn. Thank you, Dragon Man. Yes, Wallace Shawn. That was his name. I think, still. I don't think he's passed yet, but lost too many actors in the last couple of years that were really good people. So this is not really cave. This is actual ground. That's salt. I don't need salt. Darn it with the salt already. I'm short by 8. There's got to be some other rocks over here, maybe? You. Give me your ferrite dust. Just enough, thank you. Alright, we got 5. So now we can make a pilgrim. Or, let me see. We can make the Minotaur if we can get another 72 gold. So, James Earl Jones would be great. Oh yeah. Arnold. Your hazard protection is falling. Recharge now. That would be great. I would really enjoy that one. You know, if you really want somebody though, how about Beeblebum? We can just get his voice in here. Oh, you're not recharging your hazard protection. You're just pissing me off. Restart. Jason screaming in my ear. That would be great too. I could just have that too. Though I keep saying, you know, Jason, what you need to do one of these days, we do one of these runs and we turn on the chat in Discord. We actually talk in Discord together. So you can sit there in my ear telling me what an idiot I am. That would be really cool. I like this idea. He didn't go for it. I don't know why. It makes perfect sense to me. Hey, there's more silver there. I'll grab it. Can't hurt. Love to find some gold though. I need gold. I'm going back the wrong way. You notice that too, I guess, right? Alright, let's go back to the south and get past all these plants that are producing gases that'll kill me. Okay, how did I get turned around a second time? So I thought we were going south, right? That way. Okay. Alright, for me, I think I'm going to go ahead and dig my way out of this place and find myself a different cave. This one's actually got me turned around a little bit. But we can now make a pilgrim so we can move around a little quicker. It doesn't protect us from the elements like a Minotaur will. There we go. And we're out. She'd be happy with beeps too. Yeah, I think though. This makes chat lots of great voices recommended. This isn't one that would be fun. Zane would sing everything. Oh yeah, he would. But he just interjected with do 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 do. You know, he just have that in there just to really, you know, kind of liven it up. I'd love that too. Get to the nomad. Yeah, I had to do that one. Sorry. I think I can do his voice okay. I'm not great at it, but I'm okay. Some voices I can do. Inconceivable!
Radiation protection falling.
Alright, let's see what we can do here. Can I make the pilgrim right now? I still need my dihydrogen jellies. I should have enough. No, I don't. I need more dihydrogen. Scan. Look. I'm going to keep saying these things out loud. Look, walk, run, jetpack. That's not going to get annoying at all. In the direction I want to go, so I'm just going to go that way. And there'll be no sentinel there because I left him behind. Ha ha ha. And if we can get some radar on the pilgrim, we can actually search for buildings and stuff, so at least that's something. How are we doing? 43 minutes? Should have found something by now, right? There we go. Pilgrim. Alright. Hello, Pilgrim. Alright, so we know there's nothing in that direction, but we're going to go that way anyway. Let's get in. Now, for all those of you who don't know, Pilgrim's one of my favorite modes of transportation because it is one of the fastest.
Radiation protection falling.
And you can do this. But it eats carbon like nobody's business. Pisses off sentinels left and right because you're destroying everything you're going past. But it moves quickly, and if you're not careful, you'll fall into a cave really fast. And you'll be passing stuff by real quick too, so you gotta be careful. Okay. So you gotta look around once in a while, or else, like I said, you're gonna pass everything by. Alright, so that's south. Let's see, I don't see much of anything. Let's keep going. And we need to, if we do find a cave, we need to look for some gold. And again, I'm not finding any 3-star items, like, you know, even if it was like curiosity deposit or something like that. We shall see. MJ, good to have you here. How you doing there, dear? And Super Soft Drink. I like the name Super Soft Drink. Good for you. I like that name. Thank you for being here, too. I appreciate you, man. Alright, we got a cave right here. We got a building right there. Ooh. We have building.
Radiation protection falling.
Yes, Mom. Or Dad.
Technology recharged.
That way. Go. Hi-ho, Silver. Away. Okay, not what I'm looking for, but this works. Now, one of these things, sometimes they come with caves.
Radiation protection falling.
No caves anywhere? No. I don't see any. Okay, in we go. I don't know what I need nanites for. Is there any broken machinery? Good. Blow the horn. Get out of the way! Mabel, you're hitting everything in the road. I'm driving? Really? That's got a radiation protection module. Well, isn't that cool? Awesome. I like when that happens. That's my favorite type of thing to happen right there. Alright, I need some more oxygen, guys. Fan-freaking-tastic. Alright, that's a good start then. Now we can use our batteries for that for now until we get some... Is that uranium? Nope, it's copper. Okay. Worth a shot. No, I don't need any of that. Let's get out of there. Alright, so we need gold. Let's see. So we're going to head south again from here, and we're on a ley line, so to speak. There is a damaged machinery right there. There was a cave right there. Don't run into these things because your bike will destroy the damaged machinery before you can get anything out of them. Toxic protection, how nice. I'll put that up there too, just to get it out of the way. What's the possibility of getting protection back to back like that? This is going to piss off the sentinel, but I don't care. There we go. See? It's alright, I need the oxygen. I'm trying to get my onboard refiner to get working here. That's been a game from so. Yeah, we've got, in this particular run, we have all the recipes unlocked, guys, so we can make these things as we go. Just keep in mind, when you have the recipes unlocked, you can make any EXOCRAFT you wish. You don't have to have a base to make one. Some people were assuming you needed a base. You don't need a base. Come on. We'll need this for fuel in a little bit. There we go. That's good. Okay. Look, we got broken machinery. Do we have any? No. Alright. Cave. Next cave we come to, we're going in. We're going to start looking for gold. Is that a cave? It's got whippersnappered. Need oxygen. How are we doing on oxygen right now? 90? Not quite. See if we can find a couple plants in here that'll help me out in that regard. Like that one. Okay, let's get these. Fortuitous. Yes, indeed. What do we got here? How did you get the recipe? So I did explain that we have the recipes unlocked. Yeah. No. This particular run is a speed run. We're not just doing a no starter ship challenge where we don't have recipes for anything. We're doing a speed run. How fast can we get to the center of the galaxy? That's what we're looking to do here. That's not what I was looking for.
Technology recharged.
Let's get rid of that. Keep that. And do we have enough oxygen now to get you? No, I need 150. Ugh, okay. You, that's more oxygen. And I'm looking for gold. Alright, what do we got? Cobalt. Like I said, if we run across some uranium, we'll be grabbing some too. Keep our shield charged. It's good cropping. This is actually a better cave because it's a little flatter. Is there something in there that I miss? I don't think so. Kind of hard to see them flitting back and forth, but sometimes you get lucky and you can see it real quick. I need at least 2 more stalagmites with gold. Coming up on the hour, and I want to at least have an idea of where we're going at this point. Too many times it's found me, like I'll pull out the Minotaur and it'll find that the ship is like hours away. Even by Pilgrim, it's hours away. It's like, that sucks. Now I can't really get there in any decent amount of time. But we're not afraid to restart. This hasn't been such a terrible start. I'd like to be able to one of these days find a real big cave, like right where after I start, and yeah, my bike is up there, so I want to go to the left now. And then find everything that I need right there. That'll be great, but until that happens, I'll have to be reduced to slower times. Oh, silver. That's close. Silver, platinum, and gold. The only 3 you get. Sorry, guys. I'm staring at my screen, not looking at the chat at the moment. Because you got to kind of focus on this, or you'll miss it as you go past these. Some more oxygen. Getting the recipe? Yeah, if you just all recipes unlocked, it's actually good. But I like the Pilgrim personally. Like I said, it's one of my more favorite things to do. I've put some videos out of me even jumping off my freighter with whoops, careful, with my Pilgrim, if you know how to do that, and landing on a planet. Sodium, that's fine. We got tons of sodium, but maybe the one behind it is oxygen. Good. Okay. More oxygen. Good. We should have enough to make this onboard refiner then. Alright, backpack refiner. No, I'm not scanning. I don't care. Actually, how much oxygen do I have? 140? Let's go this way. Hey, look at that. Oxygen. I know you get more resources that way, but when you're kind of rushing on this, I want to be able to get this done in a pretty decent amount of time, but I'm not as concerned about that. There we go. Finally. Alright, so you're working for me now. Alright. And is there anything I need to put in here for now? I don't think so. I think we're good here for the time being. But we now open up a slot. We don't need you anymore. Okay. And achievement. Yes, I know. I gotcha. Gold. Whoop. Platinum. Close. Again. Platinum again. My gosh. It knows I need gold. I think that's what's going on. Ancient data structures. Let me just see if there's anything around me. No, let's see anything. All right. You can always pull my car in, my Pilgrim in anywhere I'm at anyway. Now that it's on the planet someplace. No. No. This is the boring part. I really wish I could just, hey, look, gold, and just keep going. But, no. A whole bunch right here. Unless I've come full circle and I'm looking at the same ones over again. Ah, well. I don't think we're ever going to get it. This kind of stinks. Silver. Ah, well. For the second element, it's actually, I mean, it's worth looking at if the bottom ones, I think, have it. Hold on. Yeah, the bottom ones have it. Usually the second element is like dihydrogen or something. Copper in this case. Copper's pretty good. Great, now they all show the copper and I'm going to have to keep a closer eye. That was the only problem with doing it that way. Whoop, is that silver again? Sure is. Alright. So, which way is south? That way, okay. There's one heck of a cave system. Silver and copper. Triggered those guys again. Alright, well, this doesn't seem to be working very well. I was really hoping that we just find gold and it'll be a no-brainer. Oh well, it is what it is. We'll just keep looking. There's gold. So if we can get over 30 out of it, it'd be great. 28 again. So we're up to 56. Is that? Oh, we got a second one there. Ooh, bonus. Okay, what are we up to? 84. I need 16 more, so I need one more. And then I'm done. So now it becomes worth hanging around a little longer and hopefully that we find one more. Hello, sir. We're going to just pull our Pilgrim in as soon as we're done down here. I think that's what we'll do. Copper. Okay. Cobalt. That looked like platinum, yeah. Okay. All of them that we have in here, you'd think we could find it even easier. I promise, I'll pay attention in just a moment. Carbon, yeah. Tranquilla, thank you so much. 07 to you for gifting 5 memberships. That's fantastic. And we just found gold. It must be your fault. You helped me find it. Thank you so much. Looks like congratulations to Carl, Robert, Archive Allen, Ed Venture, and Dragonman 3900. You said thank you to her too. So we got 4. What do I miss? Skimpton, congratulations as well. So 5 gifted memberships. That is fantastic. 07 to you. Thank you very much, Tranquilla. Really appreciate that. All right, so we are done here. Now we just got to make our way out. So I'm going to just make my own path. Oh, look at that. I just went through uranium. What are the chances, man? Yeah, we're going to get that a few more times, guys. That is fantastic. That is really awesome of you. Thank you so much. Alright. So we got uranium. This will keep us going for a little bit. If we can get the Minotaur, of course, then we don't have to worry about it as much. Alright, how much we got? 130? Alright, we'll stick with that. That's hilarious. I came out to a uranium patch. Alright. Let's get our Minotaur. We got everything we need? Yes, we do. Alright. We'll get inside for now because it will protect us. And in the EXOCRAFT, we need to make radar. There you are. Which we need a wiring loom for. But guess what? We've got it. In our exosuit, we'll get rid of our toxic protection. That should give us one. We didn't get one from the toxic protection. That's weird. That's very strange. I got ammonia from it. Let's put that in my Minotaur. There we go. Make some room for some stuff in here.
Technology recharged.
Of course we do. We got plenty of silicate. I'll get rid of that. Maybe that may be what happened. Because I'd have to get rid of my hazard protection in order to do it. It shouldn't have done that, though. It should have went someplace else. Like in this inventory. I would have thought that that's what would have happened, but that's odd. Let me try something real quick here. Okay, just on the off chance that somehow something happened and it put it in there. Alright. Well, I'm going to get rid of this. That sucks, but if it gives me the hazard protection I need... Yeah, it really stinks. Alright. The wiring loom I need, I mean. Alright. Kind of a waste. But, is it? Alright. Radar. Distress signals. Alright, where are you? 2 hours away. That's just by Minotaur, keep in mind. Okay? So if we get out, and we look at it with our regular helmet, you're going to see it's 59 minutes, 23 seconds away. Excellent. Even better if I take this guy. And it tells me how far away. 15 minutes. And while we're at it, I just fell into a hole, didn't I?
Radiation protection falling.
I fell into the hole I dug. That's hilarious. Yeah, I got out of it, though. Alright, so... What was I going to do? Right. Go back to the EXOCRAFT. There. Okay, now we're ready to go. Let's see how fast we can get there. And then we can put the radar in this thing and figure out where we can find ourselves a portal. See what I mean about destroying things? So this is really, really good. Digging my own grave. So not bad, not bad. So we're an hour in, we know where there's a ship, and it looks like the ship is less than 15 minutes away. Yeah, I love these things. And you notice we just heard something. Hold on. You heard that sound, did you not? Is there a building nearby? There must be. It just gave us the chime, but I can't. It must be just out of range. And I can't sense or see it with my scanners. Got to get resources to open a portal up. Let me take another look real quick. Nope, I don't see any buildings. All right, let's go. "13 minutes. What do we got? Scott Rinse Repeat. Hey, good to have you here, my friend. How you been? Whoa. Whoa. Nice. Sorry, that's always a lot of fun. Whoops. Whoa. Okay. Almost went over backwards there. Good to have you here, man. Just ran into a rock while I'm looking at chat. That's okay. We'll be alright. Gamma weed too. There are certain things that your bike won't be able to do or destroy, I should say. Let me see what we got here. Let's start with you. There we go. How far away? Okay, less than 12. So you might run into objects sometimes that you can't break. So you got to be careful of that. Got the gang all here tonight. The only one missing is Marani, so I'm hoping that she checks these videos out at some point. Know that we still think of her. Hope she's got good spirits. Really, that's true. Some of them times they do have wiring looms. I haven't run across it very often. Maybe once in a while, that you run across a buried cache or something like that has it. But it is what it is. No big deal. Okay, 10.5 minutes. We are going to need some more. Can I put a laser on this thing? Hold on a second. Flamethrower? No. Craft laser, mounted cannon, mining laser. No, I don't have enough for doing any of that. Okay. Not yet. That's okay. We'll worry about it later. Less than 10 minutes. So, even though we'll be there... Wow, this is a long drop. I love that. Hello. Hold on. This I don't want to pass up. Oxygen is one of the things we can use to open the portal when you come across a patch this big. I'll go ahead and recharge that in just a second. There we go. On our way. Should have got some carbon while I was there. No big deal. Ah! Crazy. Yes, please send that out to her. The chat does get repeated when the video goes live, you know, as far as after the stream's concerned, so I hope she sees the nice messages. We usually have Exilus drops in once in a while and fills us in on doings, if you will, and how things are going, so hopefully you can stop in. For those of you who don't know, Marani is dealing with some health issues right now that are kind of serious, and Exilus happens to be her brother, who lives in a completely different country on the other side of the planet. So. So he comes in and he'll fill us in on what's going on. He's been in contact with her. So. Just going to get all this because we're going to need it anyway, so we might as well get it. And now the charge is depleted. Of course it is. Yeah. That's okay.
recharged.
Should get us there. Got another building someplace nearby, apparently. There's that crazy music again. 7 minutes. Oh, that's what we found. Ah, it's one of those places. Resource depot. And, oh, what do you know? It's going to find us a crashed ship. That's what we needed earlier, pal. Now it's mocking me. Mock me? Hey, Ognum, good to have you here. How you been? How's it going? How's the family? Good to have you stopping by, my friend. Is Jason still trying to chase down stuff in Dune? I'm actually looking forward to jumping back in real quick to see how things have changed. There used to be some fields I used to go to get easy flower sand and stuff like that. My understanding is they've fixed that problem. How far? 5 minutes. Alright, what kind of ship we got here, guys? What do you think? Going great, thanks. Oh, well, you know, hey, glad to ask. What kind of ship we got? I'm thinking, I've been getting a lot of haulers. I'm going to say this time it's going to be a shuttle. He's still playing. Yeah, I kind of figured he would be. This rate, I may end it before he does. We still got some time to go, though, unfortunately, because we got to get all the elements we need to open a portal. We got to get to a portal, find a portal. Wow, I can't believe I got over that one. You think a freighter and a fighter? Freighter. I hope it's not a freighter, poor Wiggle. That would be hilarious. An entire freighter on the ground?
Fuel required.
Yeah, I know. Let me see if I have anything I can drop in there. Got a little oxygen. I don't want to drop in all the oxygen. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see how far we can get. How far are we? 3 minutes, for crying out loud, Mom. 3 more minutes. Alright, let me do this. Hold on. Where's that oxygen at?
Technology.
There we go. That should be enough. That leaves us with plenty. I didn't want to fill the tank with it because this is probably the last time I'm going to be using this guy. I got 2.5 minutes to go, so... B-class anything would be good. Yeah, I hear you. But you know what? You'll take anything at this point, you know? We'll take any ship we get, but what are we going to get? That's what I'm curious about. Oh, of course it's over the hill. Wow, we're just going through area after area here. I think we just knocked a sentinel out of the way. Whoops.
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharged.
Yeah, we're going to need to do that. I don't know where the building is that it claims is nearby. No hills to jump. Come on. This is a boring one. Where do all these planes come from? Alright.
Radiation protection falling.
30 seconds till contact. We should see it in the next 20. Maybe 15. Of course, it's still hidden from view. It is a shuttle. There we go. Nice. Alright, I'm inside the vehicle. That was weird. Alright, I can handle this. Could be a solar. Now, that's not going to happen. But it is a B-class, and we've got the launch thrusters already repaired. And an S-class shield that we don't really need. So that's pretty good. Alright. So, excellent. Flatbed shuttle. Yes, it's a flatbed shuttle. I'm going to claim the ship. Ship be mine. Ah, ha, ha. 1 hour, 13 minutes in. Let's check for resources. You know what? I might take that. And nanites. Okay, where's those? Let's get that moving along, because we can always use the ferrite dust. Yeah, I'll quick grab that too. Hydrogen jelly, we always could use that. What do we got in there? And there. Okay, got it. Alright, projectiles we don't need. Let's see, how are we doing on life support? Let's go ahead and at least... Well, you know what? Let's hang out on that. Let's fix the ship. So we need a metal plate and hermetic seal. We need condensed carbon, which I don't think we have any of. We have a little bit. Let me see what happens when we uninstall this. That's good. Alright. We need sodium nitrate. We need a bunch of stuff here. Let's find some condensed carbon. I know we passed some on the way. No other. Alright, let's grab some regular carbon then. I must have shot an animal or something I didn't see. That's weird. Dragon Man, you have a great one. Thank you very much for being here. I appreciate you. We shall see you again next time, as they say, and I hope everything goes well with you tonight. Have a great evening. The finale tomorrow? Yeah, we should be able to finish this up pretty quick. Figure another half hour. That's what I'm guessing, anyway. Oh, I'm out of room in my inventory, apparently. There we go. That should free things up a little bit. Silicate powder.
Radiation protection technology recharged.
There we go.
Technology recharged.
Never know.
Units received.
It's going to give us oxygen, so that's alright.
Radiation protection falling.
We get enough of this, we ought to be able to get enough condensed carbon out of it then. Alright, let's go. I think we have enough. Oh, you know what? I didn't hit this guy up real quick. It'll give us an upgrade or something like that. Or not. We'll see. Yeah. An infraknife module. Great. You know what, though? You know what we'll do? Gives us cadmium, which in turn gives us... You heard it. You know what I'm thinking. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Where is it? Let's get that going real quick, and then we can put that back in. We need some condensed carbon still. Alright. Alright, let's jump in the ship real quick, and we'll just chill out for a minute. Yeah, I know. I can make a metal plate right now. So let me get that out of the way. What else can we repair here? We got chromatic metal to do that. Let's do that real quick. We need 2 more microprocessors, a little more chromatic metal, which we're working on. Pure ferrite. Okay. Well, that came in handy, didn't it? Okay. Okay, what do we got? This should give us our hermetic seal. And we need to put in sodium. It's working? Okay, good. Alright, hermetic seal real quick. There you are. So that gets our thrusters going. Alright, so we need 2 more microprocessors, which if we could get enough carbon, we can do it ourselves. We need sodium nitrate, I'm making that now. I need sodium nitrate there, I'm making that now. I need pure ferrite, so I need a 50 ferrite. Okay, good. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. I think you're right there, Starduster. I really hope that gets an overhaul. This will be done hopefully very soon. While we wait, we can at least fix some things. Shields are up. Still don't have that, but we can get part of the gun fixed. Alright. So main things are fixed except for the... This will be fixed in a minute once I get the pure ferrite. And we just need 2 more of those. We don't have enough carbon to make these, right? We need 100 carbon. Okay. Where was I? You. A bucket attachment. Yeah, that would be pretty cool, huh? Kind of drag behind you. That would be awesome. So the premise is, if you look at the rules down below, is you have to have the main components of the ship repaired, and that does include the guns, even though you're not really fighting anything. So, but even so, it's got to be repaired. So this will be repaired now. Okay, that's out of the way. You out of the way too. Let me move some stuff around here. I want to make sure the Hyperdrive should have access to everything, so shield over here. So we'll put it over here or something like that. Alright, that should get us going. Alright, so while I'm looking for that, let me see here. I need carbon. Let me go ahead and do that real quick. I need to go first person on that. Third person.
Radiation protection
That comes with condensed carbon. Isn't that funny? We're almost there. Alright, so how'd we do? This will give us the rest of our carbon. Yeah, we should be able to make 2 now. 1, 2, and where's our microprocessors? Chromatic metal is what we have to use for that, so we don't have enough to make 1 more. Crap. Alright, that was kind of a waste. Let's get this going.
technology recharged.
Alright, we'll need more carbon anyway. I'll go ahead and grab some while we're here. And we're going to need some more. We definitely need to get some... What do you call it? Copper. See, everything's running out right now because we don't have enough of anything.
Recharged.
What I'm hoping to get from one of these is a crystal that'll turn into a
Radiation
storm
protection
crystal.
falling.
But, you know what? We can go to a different planet. That would be great.
Technology recharged.
Alright. Okay. So we need 1 more microprocessor, so we're going to have to look for that. I would like to find a better planet to go to, so we can't leave the system yet. So let's go ahead and jump out. There we go. And see what kind of planets we have around here. Sunny Family's here. Hello, Sunny Family. Good to have you here. Thank you very much for joining us. I appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. Alright, let me get a little boost out of here. Boost. Alright. We got some planets we're going to take a look at. If I can hit the right buttons. Okay, that's a foggy planet. Got our space station over there. This is a windswept cactus. Or copper. Verdant. Usually Verdant's okay. You can have some bad storms on those. And an unknown planet really far out there. High temperature, so high heat. We got this planet we're at right now. There's one beyond it as well. We got a bunch of planets here. You know what? We can hit the space station. It'll probably have what we're looking for. What are you, my friend? Also a scalding planet. Let's hit the space station. maybe we can get our last stuff there. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. I was going to hit some asteroids, but I'm not lined up at all. Hold on. It's odd. There we go. And let's take a look at this weird ship here. That is an very odd-looking ship. Like, everything on this ship is an afterthought. Like, they tried to stick fighter wings on it, and it's like, no, that didn't work, man. Very, very odd. Ed's here? Ed Venture, there he is, yes. Hey, good to have you, Ed, of course. I saw you earlier. Need a flyby on the Verdant to see how nice it is. Yeah, we'll take a look at it here. And it's got wings. Yeah, the shorter wings in front. Yeah, I noticed that too. Is that a moon? Or is that another planet? No, that's the other planet I was looking at. Ah, there's our famous music. Alright. Let's see what we come up with. So we got to hit the left side, left for me first. Over here. Oh yeah, I ran out of juice. Wow, okay, maybe I do need to hit the other side first. Anyway, let's go in here. What do we got? Hey, microprocessors. Let's sell our... Hold on. There they are. Salvage data. Alright. So we got plenty of money now. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the silver. We don't really need it anymore. Let me see here. If I get rid of the gold too. But gold we can turn into pyrite. So I'm gonna hang on to that for now. Alright. What can we buy? One of you. Alright. What else? Magnetized ferrite. They do have that, huh? That's interesting. Alright. I don't really need any of this, so we should be good. Alright. So now we can repair the ship. There we go. So our hyperdrive is ready to go. Now all we need to do is actually get some chromatic metal and move on from there. So we need to hit another planet, pick up some chromatic metal. We need at least 6 to recharge it. So 6 warp cells to recharge that to full capacity. I hate that. I hesitated for a moment. Oh, you know what? It recharges pretty quick, though, inside a space station. Forgot about that. Populated station. Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does work better, I agree. Alright, let's check these things out. Hyperdrive module, very handy. Got that back again, didn't we? A heat capacitor we can sell. There should be one more of those units somewhere around here. That's 1, 2, where's the third one? Isn't there 3? I thought there was a third one. There it is. And, oh, unbelievable. So that's all we needed right there. Unfreaking believable. Wow. What is the chances of that happening? Yeah, I'll just put it in the middle. Unfreaking believable. This thing's worth quite a bit too, 180,000. Yeah, I'm not trying to build it. I'm trying to move it. Sorry, yeah. Okay, hyperdrive. What is that going to give us? 200 range, 87. That's not bad. Let's go ahead and recharge. We don't really need to do anything because we do have an address for a planet that is literally the planet at the center. Pardon me, a planet in a system at the center of the galaxy. So our next jump is to the center of the galaxy, so we should be good there. I just got to look it back up again. All right, 127. Fantastic. I'm not even going to bother going to the terminal over there. There's no reason to. You guys wanted to do a flyby of the Verdant one. Lifesaver, tell me about it. I know. So this is a pretty fast run I got going on here. All right, Verdant planet, where are you? Verdant. Let's go to the sunny side of the planet, shall we? And And we still have to find our portal. That's the one thing we haven't done yet. So we can call in... We have to get some more chromatic metal. Because we got to call in our... what do you call it? Our... I know this. Hold on. The Pilgrim. Put some radar on it, and then we can usually find that particular building. Actually, the Minotaur can do the same thing, can it? Huh. I think it can. Yeah, I think that is it. This is actually a nice-looking planet. I don't particularly care for the sky as much. Actually, no, I'm liking it better now. It looks more purple. I thought it was going to be red. It's a pretty planet. But like I said, these are prone to very green grassness. Yes, indeed. Here, we can use that. Take a look real quick. I'll get out. It is green grassness, yes. It is nice. That's not bad. An actual green plants. Look at that. With a purple sky. Pinkish purple. I mean, that's actually kind of a pretty sky. I do like that. They all look windblown, those plants right there. You know, the big trees there. Good looking sky. Nice, nice. Anyway, while we're here, let me take a look around. So this is a technology building. I need... Right, blue, right. Copper at 378. Actually, that's pretty close. Copper 283, even closer. Alright, let's go this way. Electrical disturbance. Where you at? Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty neat. You can get it at a good moment when it's really doing it. Hold on a second. Yeah, looks like it dissipated. It'll come back. If you got an electrical disturbance, it's going to keep coming back. Yeah, there it is, right there. There, and what you do is you get a nice screenshot of your character with electrical disturbance in the background. If you can get it to really... There we go. That looks pretty good. Nice shot. I like it. Going with it. Now, let's go ahead. I gotta get this copper. We gotta get a little bit of chromatic metal, I think. I don't know. Let me check something real quick. We can call in our Minotaur. Where are you? Where are you? There you. Can't call in the summoning station. That's right. I have to be on the same planet as it. So I'm going to have to go back to that planet. Crap. That sucks. This is a nice planet. Because I don't think I have the materials to build it. Yeah. See, we need more gold and we need all our metal plates if we want to do that. Which is in the Minotaur. Go figure. Alright, let's... Not going to dally. This is a great place, though. I mean, it would have been a great place to get stuff. Let's head out. Very pretty. Okay. Here, oh, where is our planet at? So you... I want to say it's over here. That might be it right there. A second. Let's get around this planet. That should be good. It's the one with the rings, isn't it? Isn't that it? Yeah, that's it. Alright, let's go back to there. So we hit the space station. We got what we needed. We're going to hit this planet real quick. I'll pull in the Minotaur wherever it might be at. Yeah, they might have been, but I'm not going to mess around with that. So we're gonna skip that right now. Thank you all for being here. I really appreciate you guys. Sorry. Oh, good. Getting some stuff in tomorrow. Got my Amazon delivery coming in tomorrow. Finally. I don't know if Sugar Rat's in right now, but I finally got my office built at work. They finally built it out. It's got a nice door and all this other crap, but my desk is supposed to be arriving this week, so I'm hoping to get into that. Right, that's where I was looking for. Alright, let's just nosedive into the planet real quick. Hey, look. How convenient is that? we go. Now we should be able to call in the Minotaur. Yep, we can. Where does he fall from? I'm just curious.
Radiation protection falling.
No, it's not. Liar. Alright, so we can score secure depots, distress signals, and planetary outputs. So we don't have the ability to get them here. Alright, let's pull in the other guy. Come on, out of there. And... not that. That. Hello, Pilgrim. And for the Pilgrim, we should be able to put in... Scanner. This one right here. So we need chromatic metal. We don't need much. Alright, so we need a little bit of chromatic metal is all we need. So let me go look for some copper. Silver. Silver. Uranium. Silver. Silver. Uranium. Copper. That's not the right copper. It's off planet. Are you kidding me? So there's no copper anywhere in sight. Unbelievable. Alright. Come here, you. Where'd you go? We're taking you for a spin. Why? Because he protects me. We can do this. Because every now and then, you just have to get into a mech and trample the crap out of everything. They gave you a door? Wow, I know. Matter of fact, there's been a big joke at work about the fact that in 30-something years of my being in tech support, I've never had an office before. So the CEO heard this and he goes, oh, we got to have a door ceremony. I'm like, what? Yeah, a door celebration or ceremony or something. We got to do that. And I'm just like, are you kidding me? He goes, nope, we're going to do it. I'm like, oh, for crying out loud. I think they're going to like cut a ribbon and everything like this. Congratulations, it's your first office. Like, whatever. That's funny stuff. Yeah, the copper isn't there, but I'd be going through tons and tons of cobalt and a lot of mining laser crap. So I'm going to do it this way, if you don't mind. It should be a little quicker. We don't need a lot of copper. Actually, we kind of do. We want to open a portal. I think we're going to need 48, 96, so we'll need at least 100 of this for that. And then we need at least an additional, let me see, we need about 50, so another 100 on top of it. Alright, so 200 copper. How much do we have? Not you. We're up to 130, okay. This should be good enough. Hey, Mike Summerside, thank you very much for joining the channel, my friend. I appreciate you. 07 to you. Thank you for being here. So there's a good group of you here right now. Almost 60 people are in there right now. So I'm going to restate that I think that the expedition's coming out next week. I did say that last week too, so don't quote me on that, but I'm fairly certain, almost positive, kind of thinking that might be the case. Do I have any? I don't have any carbon, for Pete's sake.
Radiation protection falling.
We're putting it in, but I'm going to have to get some carbon. Not you. Do we have enough to get carbon? Yeah, we do. So yeah, I think it's going to be out next week, and then we're going to have drops with it as well on Twitch. So I do have a Twitch account over there. Every now and then Streamlabs pops it up for me. So check me out over there. You can follow me over there. I'm not a, I don't know what they call them over there, the people that make the money over there. I don't make money on Twitch. But I do dual stream on occasion when there are drops for No Man's Sky. So.
Radiation protection falling.
Woohoo! 3 months! 07 to you, Tranquilla. Alright, so what am I doing with this? I'm putting that in there. Oh, for Pete's sake. You gotta do it this way, or else it won't let you. Alright, let's get that going. I think we're good for now. Let's go ahead and head back. Where is my Mac? There it is. 07 to you, dear. 07 to you. Back to the ship. Tally-ho! And you see now I'm protected, so my radiation protection goes back up. Whee! Was there an icon hint for the expedition? No, there wasn't. We haven't heard a stinking thing, MJ. It's been dead silent. All Sean's been doing is posting pretty pictures of No Man's Sky. And his plushies, of course. But we figured that that's what he was doing, you know, is that he's trying not to get too wrapped up in this yet. He wants the plushies to go do their thing, and then he's going to come out with the expedition. So we figured that's what the delay was about. But, yeah, we expect it's going to happen. The things we have to look for is obviously an emoji drop next week. My bike is doing weird things. I don't know if you guys saw that. That was very strange. Emoji drop and sales. We got to see No Man's Sky go on sale on all the platforms. Once we see that happen, should happen on Monday. We should see emoji drop over the weekend. I'll do a stream probably Friday night and Saturday. Now, if it does drop, we'll still do a Wednesday stream because it'll come out on Wednesday. We'll do the Wednesday stream, check out the expedition, see what it's all about. And then on Friday night, I'll do a bonus stream that night, a few hours over on Twitch as well. Dual stream them, and we'll do that again on Saturday night. Same thing. Saturday afternoon, like about 3 p.m. as usual Eastern time. So we'll check that out. Mining beam low? Well, isn't that special? Okay, well, yeah, we need a lot of crap, I know. So I'm going to get in here for a second. So we need the chromatic metal. That should be done. Go. How much copper do we have left? Good. Okay, we should be good. That's not what I'm trying to do. It's not what I'm trying to do. Stay focused. All right, let's see. Is that enough?
Protection falling.
I can scan for depots. We're getting there. Hold on. We need the next upgrade. Multi-tool. EXOCRAFT. What's the next one? Let me see. Is it the B-class one or the A-class? I don't remember. I think you don't need the B-class. You can just go for the A-class to do it. Since we do have some gold, we're going to go ahead and do it. And we just need some more chromatic metal, so I need a lot more. So we're going to have to find some more copper. Yeah. So this time, I think I'm going to take my ship. Let's see. Just fly west. We'll come back east. Oh, you know, another landing spot I can go to. I will go to this landing spot instead. Well, I'm saving a lot of fuel. That's great. Check the scan again. Yeah, that time it wasn't letting me. I don't know. Okay, we got copper at 330. 389, 849. Okay, so they're all right around me. That's great. Let's go to this one.
Radiation protection falling.
We have anything we can put in there. I think we got more that way than we do from the freaking beam. Yeah, I think we did. That is hilarious. Pretend it's a dinosaur instead of a toad. It's a cute plushie. Well, I know. I didn't like the Gek one myself. I actually got the... I did get the Traveler plushie myself. But, you know, those things don't... It's always pre-order. They don't ship out until December. So keep that in mind, guys. I don't need salt. I already got plenty. Hello? What are you mad about?
Radiation protection falling.
Alright, so we need how much? 150, so we need about 300. Yeah, 300 extra is what we need. This is not a very big deposit. So this will get us about another couple hundred, maybe, tops. Probably not. So So we left the planet, came back, now I have angry animals. I don't understand how that worked. Alright, there we go. Now we do 238. Yeah, that's not nearly enough. Where's my next copper deposit? Got a building nearby, though.
Radiation protection falling.
Alright, right there. No, not there. There. That's where I need it. Yeah, I'll use the sodium.
Recharged.
Ooh, carbon. Dense carbon, I should say.
Radiation protection falling.
There we go. Good. It'll be funny as I'm running around doing all this, and I'm going to run into like a monolith any moment. This is another tiny deposit. What is with these tiny deposits? Tiny deposits. What that's about. Check out Gary's comment. Gary. Looking up. Gary, can you test something for me? There was a rumor that you get the full benefits of EXOCRAFT scanners even if they're not completely built. I think you're right. I seem to recall that, unless they patched it out. Yeah, we'll check that out. I'm going to get the rest of this anyway, because I'm here and I'm doing it and I've got to finish it. It's called OCD, folks. Live with it. A little bit of ADHD thing thrown in. That's good. Don't look. Is it this? What's that about? Where's ship? Wow, I was going the wrong way.
Radiation protection falling.
Hello. Let's find out. So it's not fully built. Let's see what we got. You're absolutely correct. Ruins and alien structures. That's what we want. Monolith detected. What do you know? How far out? Over there. Fantastic. There you go, Gary. Gary, my savior again. I keep forgetting about that.
Required.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to need you anymore until when I get to my ship, so. And here we are. Wow, go figure. So I could have saved myself probably a good 10-15 minutes there because of that crap. I gotta remember that. That is really, really interesting. I had no idea that would work either. Power to the engines. I'm giving her... Oh, she's got the captain. Yeah, I don't need that anymore. So there's our monolith. It's a Gex system. So all we have to do is figure it out. It will always be... The first one is always the bird with the spinning head that you just shoot, put it out of its misery. So we should be good here. I just got to get that... What? Yeah, thanks.
Radiation protection falling.
Yeah, there it is. What's the choice? Shoot the creature. Okay, we go back right into it. Portal, thank you. Back to the ship. And we do have one... there it is. We do have one landing thruster thing available. How far out? 2 minutes? Okay, go a little higher. I want to get out of the atmosphere here. There we go. Alright. Let's see if we can open the portal first. And I gotta pull up that code again. That's on my Discord channel, actually. I did post it. Run over? Psh. No. Dumb. I'm not gonna do that. Won't tell me if you don't. Gary, actually, I've heard that before. It's been a long time, and I forgot all about that, but I'm going to have to remember that, because that'll come in real handy. All right, what can we do here? Sodium, I've got tons of that.
Recharged.
I should have... Oh, I got cobalt, too. I forgot, too.
Recharged.
Copper?
Recharged.
Good. We got plenty of oxygen.
Recharged.
We should have everything we need, then.
Recharged. Technology. Recharged. Technology. Recharged.
That's not getting annoying at all, is it?
Technology. Recharged.
Wait a second.
Technology. Recharged. Technology. Recharged. Technology. Recharged. Technology. recharged.
Why are they doing that? 80%.
Technology recharged. Technology recharged.
You know what it does? It's taking it from one stack
Technology
that you had
recharged.
and is not taking the complete amount.
Technology recharged.
So that's why that does that.
Recharged.
Let's go with oxygen.
Technology recharged.
All right, we got it. Now, give me just a second here. We're going to go ahead and just get out of this for a second. 3. There we go. And then the escape menu. I've got to open up that... Where are you? There it is. Ah, I got it. Okay, good. That was quick. Found the address. Okay, so we're activating the portal. And here's the address. And you guys want to copy this. It is on my Discord channel, but this is for the Euclid Galaxy, of course. 2 birds. You got the rocket ship, balloon, the Triforce, whale, 2 sunsets, the balloon again. Where'd the balloon go? There you are. We got 2 more Triforces, and then finally the TP on the end. There we go. So as you can see, it's a good address. It didn't give us a warning to say, hey, it's not really right. Perfect address. This was given to us, I believe. I can't remember who gave this address to me, and I should have gave them full credit on here. I just forgot who it was now. But let me go ahead and go through. All right. While that's doing that, I'll see if I can't shut down that. There we go. And there it is. I can see OBS again. Really? I didn't think it would, but hey, that's pretty good to know, Agnum. I don't know, were you the one that gave that to me or somebody else? Now, as you can see, there's buildings here, so this is a planet that is inhabited by people. You got a couple of communication stations here, but for some reason, interesting. Because you're an abandoned system, it doesn't give you their messages. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Never seen that before. And the funny thing is a lot of these bases that you come across, like this one, will be dilapidated. They'll be in bad shape, like they've been broken or something like that. So that's also the neat thing. All right, so we got a full hyperdrive. It was... One of those was yours? That's hilarious. All right, here we go. So we should have a full hyperdrive, as you can see. You see by the charges right there? Hyperdrive is full, ready to go. So all we need to do is go to the center of the galaxy, guys. Now, gives us a moment because it's going to populate all the purple star systems. You might see them popping in on the edges, but we're not going to see a whole lot. There we go. Current location. And if we do that, now, what are we? Current mission, it says free explore galaxy core. Okay? And all we need to do is move this over to here. Select Galaxy Center. There we go. And we're on our way. So all we need to do now is wait for this all to proceed, and we'll jump in and out of the ship. Music. Cued. Different music? No, it's just going to stay with the same music. Oh, that's pretty cool. I kind of like that, actually. This is good music. All right. So we did this. I mean, we're at less than 2 hours on the main clock here. We ought to start guessing a little bit on... Never seen what trick. Which trick was that? I'm curious, Carbon-Based. I would love to answer that question. I do like the music, too. I like this a lot better. And it's Captain Slugwister. Hello. Good to see you, dear. Hopefully you're doing well. You think about 143? Yeah. So what trick is that, Carbon-Based? I need to know. Mwah to you too, dear. And you're probably typing up an answer here, Carbon-Based. 143, 139, yeah, maybe. We can probably, because this isn't going to be included in the time and everything like that, too. I just warp normally. Well, I can never get it to lock in on the galaxy center when I do it that way. So I literally have to do it that way, and that's an old school way. You can do that by rotating it around and pick out the path that it's going in, and then select it. So it's the only way it works for me. I don't know why. So Hilbert dimension, anybody? There we are. Oh, you never saw where you can move the cursor around. As long as you stay, like if I hit the, was it the escape menu, I think, or right click, I should say, you can go into the Explorer, move yourself around any system and select it. I can't do that for the Galaxy Center, and I don't know why. I've never been able to. But if you stay locked in on the system that you're in, you can just move your mouse around in a circle, and it'll make a circle around there. The little yellow dial will go around, and it'll highlight a path to the system that you're going for, and then you just basically hold down the E button to select it, and it says, are you certain you want to go here? You do. So it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool. Okay, got to do through the initialization. We'll keep the clock going.
Life support systems activated.
Mama Neon is now following me on Twitch. Well, thank you, Mama Neon. I don't know if it's a different person over here, a different name, but thank you very much for following me. So, I've only got like about 160, 170 people follow me on Twitch, so not a big deal. Like I said, I'm not monetized on there at all, so there wouldn't be any ads. That's the great thing if you want to watch me when I'm playing on Friday night and Saturday. So that'd be pretty cool. Yeah, I know, Carbon-Based, right? You know, we always learn something new every time I play the game. It's incredible. All right, here we go.
Multi-tool and mining laser attachment operational.
Okay, ready?
User initialization.
There we go. Yep, not going to be doing the radar. That's all right. Yeah, I know. And we got a restore point. All right, guys, we are done. Let's stop the clock. We are going to go out to the mode select. So that was pretty good. That was a fast run. Fast run. What on earth is all this? Ah, yeah, you have to rewind, of course, Captain. But go ahead and jump down to the description down below, and it'll explain this run. It's a speed run in an abandoned universe with all the recipes turned on. How fast can you find a starter ship? Not the one that you have. You have to do a no starter ship challenge. You got to find another ship, repair it as much as you can. You got to get the 5 main items: the shields, the thrusters, the launch thrusters, that is, the pulse drive, the hyperdrive, and your guns. All 5 of those repaired. And then once you got them repaired, you can find yourself a portal, go to the closest system in the galaxy, and jump through the center. Once you do that, jump in and out of the ship, the challenge is over. It's doable. It's at extreme measures. You don't have it as permadeath, but you have it one step down from there, so you can have access to the recipes. Really good. It's really, really good. Captain B. Captain B. Captain B. Good night, Mr. B. Mr. Broat. Hey, thank you, Mr. Broat. You're saying 136. All right. Tell you what, let's check, guys, real quick, so you can show you all. 139. So an hour and 39 minutes. So I'm not sure. What is the record? Mr. Broat, you might know that before you go, because I know it's really late over there right now, man. It's like, what, 2 in the morning? Good grief. 139 was Tranquilla. Very good, Tranquilla. Nice guess. Very, very good. Yes! you win a crisp high five. Come on. Put your hand up. Ready? I don't know. Did we? I don't know if it's not working or not. Crisp high five. Ognum did the same thing. Ognum, you guessed 139 as well? Oh, I have to keep going back further. Hold on. 139, 141. Oh, there's 140 in there. There's 136. Yeah. I did it. My husband giving me dork will. Oh, give the husband a little love there. Come on now. He's a good guy. I mean, after all, you have to admit he has to put up with you, right? That's what I say about my wife. She got to put up with me. He has one too. All right, that's fantastic. That's fantastic. So yeah, 139. 139 was a good one, and I'm pretty sure Mr. Broat probably passed out already. Dying laughing. Great run. Hey, no problem. Thank you, one thumb. Appreciate you. So 139 is my record now. Let me get rid of the 212 one. Get rid of that. We'll keep that up there. So we know it's Abandoned Universe. We know that this is the one we're talking about. So that wasn't bad at all. Really good stuff. I liked it a lot. Hey, no problem, guys. And it gives me a chance at this point that I can actually get some dinner earlier. For once. So I'm going to actually go ahead and close down. Normally I play for a little longer, but I think we're going to call it quits. It's going to give me a break because I know that next week is going to be absolutely nuts. Wednesday night, Friday night, Saturday night, we're going to be streaming all three, and we're going to have a lot of fun. This Saturday, I'm probably going to try to get a couple videos. I promise I'm not going to do any Dune Awakening. That didn't have any good results this past Monday. Nobody watched it. It was like, normally one of my videos gets, you know, a few hundred watches, you know, no big deal, 1,000 if I'm really fortunate. But this one had like 25, and that's it. And I was like, whoa, okay, not doing that again. So it was really cool. All right, slashing thank you guys, all of you, and especially the gifted memberships and stuff like that. It was fantastic. Thank you very much for joining the channel, everybody. I really appreciate you. Let's go ahead and exit out to the main stream here. I can't talk. Hi, there we are. Good to see you. Anyway, all right, let's jump out of this. I want to check to see who's playing. I know there's a couple people playing tonight. So if you could stick around, guys, just at least drop in on somebody else, hit their like button, maybe hit the subscribe if you really want to, and we will go from there. Hold on a second here. Got to get into all the things we got to get into here. Sorry about this. There we go. Customization. There we go. Redirect. So who is on? Okay, we have that choice. Let me just check real quick, and I'll give you the choices. Would you believe Jason is still playing? We should do that. We should raid Jason and then tell Jason he needs to raid somebody else. I don't know how much longer he's going to be playing. Let me check real quick. I'll open it up. You might hear his voice for a second. Sorry, guys. Hang on. Yeah, he's still playing. Son of a biscuit eater. Let's raid him. Let's raid Jason. I don't get a chance to do this very often. Okay, so please, let's say hi to Jason. We'll call it the ElanPaul raid, and just tell him he needs to raid somebody else. I think Marty's playing some Dune Awakening too. He only started a little while ago, so I think Jason can then drag everybody over to check out Marty. That would be fantastic. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to raid Jason. Come on, guys. I'll send them a geck, double crash. What am I missing? Good night, take care. Goodbye, Carbon Base. Captain Slugwister, thank you. Oh, that's all right. You don't worry about it. Life gets in the way, Captain. Don't worry about it. Anytime, dear. Let's see. I send them a geck. Exilus, good to have you. Exilus, any updates while I have you here? Any updates on Marani? We had a lot of chats earlier in the stream that were, you know, wishing her well and everything like that. We knew you weren't there yet, but, you know, tell her that the whole gang that's usually here was wishing her well and, you know, good wishes her way and everything like that. So if you have a chance to pop that in there real quick, or you know what, you can send me an email or something if you need to. Excellent. I appreciate it. Why don't we do that? I'll go ahead and call it quits. I don't want to lose too many more people before we jump over to Jason's stream real quick. So send me a message. Send me a message when you get a chance. I'll see you guys later again next Wednesday. Take care, everybody. Have a great evening. Really appreciate you all being here. You guys were fantastic. We'll see you again next time. Take care.